KY3, the place to be.
Now, KY3 Action News. News of people, places, sports, and weather. Presented nightly by the KY3 Action News team.
In the news tonight, the police have been joined by other city employees in job action. Good evening. A privately owned bus loaded with 7 families on their way.
KYTV, Springfield, Missouri. Number 1 in the Ozarks. This is KY3 Action News at noon with Steve Grant, Fred Miller Weather, and the KY3 Action News team. KYTV, Springfield, Missouri. Number 1 in the Ozarks. This is KY3 Action News Update with Tony Beeson, Leanne Gregg, Tom Dye Weather, Ned Reynolds Sports, and the KY3 Action News team. KYTV, Springfield, Missouri. Number 1 in the Ozarks. This is KY3 Action News Update with Tony Beeson, Leanne Gregg, Tom Dye Weather, Ned Reynolds Sports, and the KY3 Action News team. Number 1 in the Ozarks. This is KY3 Action News Update with Tony Beeson, Leanne Gregg, Tom Dye Weather, Ned Reynolds Sports, and the KY3 Action News team.
Is the groundhog...
KYTV, Springfield, Missouri. Number 1 in the Ozarks. This is KY3 Action News Weekend Edition with Bob Ferguson, meteorologist Joe Sullivan, Joe Hickman Sports, and the KY3 Action News team.
Good evening. A search is underway tonight at the Lake of the Ozarks. The Water Patrol...
You're watching KYTV, Springfield, Missouri, number 1 in the Ozarks, with Steve Grant and meteorologist Ron Hurst. This is Ozarks Today.
Good morning. A Springfield teenager is being held.
KYTV, Springfield, Missouri, number 1 in the Ozarks, with Steve Grant and meteorologist Jody James. This is KY3 Action News at noon.
Good day. Seldom has the traditional start of the Christmas shopping season been watched by...
KYTV, Springfield, Missouri. Number 1 in the Ozarks. With Tony Beeson, Leanne Gregg, Tom Dye Weather, and Ned Reynolds Sports. This is KY3 News. KYTV, Springfield, Missouri. Number 1 in the Ozarks. With Lisa Richardson, Fred Miller Weather, and Joe Hickman Sports. This is KY3 News. KYTV, Springfield, Missouri. Number 1 in the Ozarks. With Lisa Richardson, Fred Miller Weather, and Joe Hickman Sports. This is KY3 Action News Update. KYTV, Springfield, Missouri. Number 1 in the Ozarks with Tony Beeson, Christina Moore, Tom Dye Weather, and Ned Reynolds Sports. This is KY3 News at 10.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Healthcare reform. It is...
You're watching KYTV, Springfield, Missouri. Number 1 in the Ozarks with Tony Beeson, Christina Moore, Tom Dye Weather, and Ned Reynolds Sports. This is KY3 News at 10. From KYTV, Springfield, Missouri. This is KY3 News at 6. Number 1 in the Ozarks. You're watching KY3 News at 6 with Tony Beeson and Christina Moore, Tom Dye Weather, and Ned Reynolds Sports. From Springfield, Missouri, this is KY3 News at 10.
It is a welcome sight for area motorists as a new stretch of a busy roadway is set to open. Good evening. If you've been getting excited over the soon-to-open section of James River Freeway, you ought to be satisfied.
Number 1 in the Ozarks. You're watching KY3 News at 10 with Tony Beeson and Christina Moore, Tom Dye Weather, and Ned Reynolds Sports. Number 1 in the Ozarks. This is KY3 News at 6.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Christina King is on assignment, and
This is KY3, the place to be. Tony Beeson, Christina King, Tom Dye Weather, and Ned Reynolds Sports. You're watching KY3 News at 6. Number 1 in the Ozarks. This is KY3 News at 6.
We are developing details, sir.
Number 1 in the Ozarks. This is KY3 News at 10. Number 1 in the Ozarks. This is KY3's Ozarks Today. You're watching KY3's Ozarks Today with Maria Niter, Paul Adler, and Storm Team meteorologist Brandon Beck. The Ozarks' number 1 newscast. Watching KY3's Ozarks Today Weekend Edition with Paula Morehouse, Abby Wellner, and Storm Team meteorologist Sarah Jones. The Ozarks' number 1 newscast. Number 1 in the Ozarks. This is KY3 News at 5.
A fire at one of the Andes locations in Springfield. A live report on what may have sparked that blaze.
And a cold case one day closer to being solved. I'm Sarah Forhetz. We'll have the latest from the courthouse.
I don't know what to say. It just gets you right down deep, you know.
And we have some of the moving moments from the latest trip of veterans to go on an Ozarks honor flight, visiting their memorial in Washington, D.C. Good evening to you. I'm Ethan Forhetz.
And I'm Marisa Vedra. We begin tonight. Also here at 5, why the Graco Company is recalling 2 models of strollers.
And what it looked like when a runaway chimp took on a police cruiser.
You're watching KY3 News at 5 with Ethan Forhetz, Marisa Vedra, Storm Team meteorologist Ron Hurst, and Lisa Rose with the Family Health Watch. The Ozarks' number 1 newscast. Vicky Hart. Number 1 on air, online, on the go. KY3 News at 5 starts now.
Snow blanketing the Ozarks tonight, up to 10 inches in some places, making the commute treacherous.
KY3 News at 5 with Ethan Forhetz, Marisa Vedra, Storm Team meteorologist Ron Hurst, and Lisa Rose with the Family Health Watch. The Ozarks' number 1 newscast. You're watching KY3 News at 5 with Paula Morehouse, Chad Klein, Storm Team meteorologist Dave Snyder, and sports with Joe Hickman. The Ozarks' number 1 newscast. Number 1 in the Ozarks. This is KY3 News at 6. You're watching KY3 News at 6 with Lisa Rose, Steve Grant, Cara Rastelli with Contact KY3, Storm Team meteorologist Ron Hurst, and sports director Ned Reynolds. The Ozarks' number 1 newscast. Number 1 on air, online, on the go. KY3 News at 9 on the Ozarks CW starts now.
Vandals broke into the Head Start in Thayer, leaving a
Number 1 in the Ozarks. This is KY3 News at 10.
Good evening to you. I'm Ethan Forhetz. Lisa has the night off. A new hospital could jump.
Watching KY3 News at 10 with Lisa Rose, Ethan Forhetz, Storm Team meteorologist Ron Hurst, and sports director Ned Reynolds. The Ozarks' number 1 newscast. KY3 News starts now.
The U.S. is responding tonight after another missile launched at a U.S. ship. The response from defense officials. Plus,
I just can't believe how they just redone everything, and it looks bigger than it was when I was here.
Up and running, workers who spent their lives at General Electric checking out an amazing transformation, their emotional return.
Also, new numbers in tonight in Missouri's hotly contested political races, where the candidate.
KY3 News starts now. In a moment, speeding up Missouri's Amber Alert law. Will lawmakers finally approve it?
Plus, vets say this lucky dog is beating the odds after a gunshot to the head. More on the playful pooch's amazing recovery.
Also, while the nation waits and watches, an emotional Arkansas governor weighs in on an unprecedented string of executions.
KY3 News starts now.
Good evening. The FBI is investigating possible data hacking in the Camden County Courthouse. With KY3 News, I'm Steve Grant.
I'm Lisa Rose. With now absentee voter registration.
Number 1 in the Ozarks. You're watching KY3 News at 6 with Lisa Rose, Steve Grant, Storm Team meteorologist Ron Hurst, and sports with Chad Klein. The place to be. On air, online, on the go. KY3 News on the Ozarks CW starts now.
The third deadly officer shooting in Springfield this year. What we've learned about
KY3 News starts now.
This kills me. I don't know how someone can do this, especially around the holidays.
Number 1 in the Ozarks. You're watching KY3 News at 9 on the Ozarks CW with Francis Watson, Storm Team meteorologist Matt Jones, and sports with Mike Scott. The place to be. On air, online, on the go.
KY3 News starts now.
Happy Sunday morning. Welcome to Ozarks Today, the weekend edition. I'm Elizabeth Van Metre, taking a look at
KY3 News starts now.
First at 11, a motorcyclist is dead after a crash.
From KY3, you're watching The Place with Michael Gibson and Alyssa Kelly. Your place to be for all things Ozarks.
Good morning. Happy Monday. I'm Alyssa Kelly. Welcome to The Plate.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Friends and family make it home. A place to be. Everybody here knows it. A place to be. It's home to me and you. Yeah, the place to be.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to The Place. Happy Monday. I'm Alyssa Kelly.
And I'm Caitlin Schumacher. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Now
KY3 News on the Ozarks CW starts now.
Investigations into the attempted assassination of former President.
KY3 News starts now.
First to 10, frost advisories are sticking around on this chilly Wednesday night. Good evening, I'm Rob Macko in for Paul Adler tonight. Whether you love or hate.
Hi, this is Lisa Welchel, inviting you to see the facts of life right here on KY3. Give me 3. KY3.